at First Sight, Season 11, Episode 8 review. This is Couples Couch with
Pat.
And I'm Cam. Let's get into our review. But before we get into this review, let's talk about the giveaway that we have going on right now. We have a 2,000 subscriber giveaway. We are almost to the 2,000 subscriber mark. And Studio 82 Designs has been so gracious to create these custom tees and custom tumbler cups for us. So dope. You could be a winner of a set of these. Be sure to enter the giveaway. I will drop the information in the description box for you below. You will have to head over to Instagram to enter for your chance to win. May the odds be in your favor.
Enter, enter, enter.
Let's get into this review. Let's recap episode 7, which is really, really quick. Last episode, the couples moved into their new home as husband and wife.
Yeah. Some it was an upgrade, some it was a downgrade. Some
Yeah.
was just same.
Yeah, let's get into episode 8. Last night's episode. This review is going to be another high-level overview. We're only hitting the high points of this episode. So the show opens up. The couples are living their everyday lives. It's already been 2 weeks since they've been married. They show Olivia going out to lunch with her friend and telling her how it's been going with Brett. Then they show a scene of Brett going out to dinner with his friend and him telling his friend how it's been going with Olivia. They both complain about finances and how they're just not on the same page. I feel like they're beating a dead horse with this finance talk. It's like, Jesus Christ, you're already married.
Yeah.
Let's just move on from this. But they're still in their feelings and they're still talking it out in those scenes. Next scene shows Woody and Amani in their home living their best life, having breakfast, and Woody telling Amani how happy he is that he was matched with her.
Real life black love, baby. Can't shake that. It's like unmatched. It's direct, it's simple, it's easy. It's gonna have some trying times. There's gonna be some bumps and some hiccups down the line, but at the same time, if you're willing to try it, maybe okay.
It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be.
I feel it.
I think Woody is on the right track as far as mindset. I think he understands that, you know, their situation can be good right now, but there will be bumps in the road. Like, he's foreseeing that it's not going to be perfect, but he is in a good place emotionally with her. That's just what I took from that scene.
I mean,
it's always wonderful in the beginning.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was about to say, like, we're talking like, 12 days in.
I loved him. This is a 9-year husband, or are we 9?
No. 7
years.
Yeah.
8 years? 7. See what I'm saying?
7 been together now. Jeez. Anyway, like I was saying, I don't know. It's 12 days in. Everything should be hunky-dory.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, when you're
the
newly
gold
married.
Stars for 12 days into a relationship.
They're happy.
Yeah.
I mean, and not to say you're not going to be happy.
They're not happy
after. You know, 7 years in, you still will be, but now you know what the triggers are, and you know what will get on your husband's nerves or your wife's nerves. You don't think so?
I refuse to believe they're happy, because you can't be happy until you've been mad.
Like, you're not gonna see what you're willing to put up with. Yeah.
You don't.
I think they're happy, cautious.
This is like watching a couple who's been married for 20 years listen to somebody who's been married for 2 months.
Yeah.
Give advice on how this is gonna work forever and everything. Like, you don't even know.
They have no clue.
What you don't know.
They have no clue. They're only talking about present time.
If you want to love this person, you gotta have a good amount of dislike for them, and y'all don't have it yet.
Let's move on to the next scene. Next scene shows Bennett meeting up with a friend to talk about how things are going with him and Amelia. He tells his friend that he's considering moving away with Amelia once she locks in her residency.
She might not even be staying in New Orleans.
Oh.
Because she's applying for residencies and she's going to find out in like 2.5 weeks.
Wow.
Into the idea of following her somewhere.
Wow. You'd leave New Orleans.
The fact that Bennett might be moving away if he stays with Amelia is really difficult to think about for me, because it would definitely be a real void in our friend group if he was gone.
with that being said, I am very serious about Amelia. I'm very excited to be hanging out with her and getting to know her, and like think that there's real potential in our marriage.
Huh. Mixed feelings about the idea of you following this person you just met and leaving the city.
I think that this girl has too much invested in Bennett for whatever reason. Like, she's being a, I don't know.
I would have just been like, who are you?
Yeah.
Like people have a bad habit of thinking they are more important
yeah.
to you than what you really are.
Because her comment was, well, I just really feel like if Bennett moves away, there's going to be a really big void in our friend group.
I don't care.
So what's more important, the friend group or the man going to live his life with his wife?
I don't care. Whether I'm going to live with my wife or my dog, if you don't want what I want for me,
right,
then I got no need for you.
Exactly.
I don't care about your friend group.
Anyway, let's move on to the next scene. Shows Karen and Miles. They're sitting in their home, and he begins to tell Karen that words of affirmation means a lot to him.
Yeah, I think that there have been times where we've been talking, like with lifetimechannel, and it's been like, oh, like, do you find Miles attractive? And you're like, yeah, but like I would have no clue unless that question was asked.
Okay.
You know, words of affirmation is important to me, so like I don't really know what Karen's thinking at most times. Like, she's a very hard person to read.
That's sweet. I mean, that's so sweet.
I just feel like, A, you're being sarcastic.
I'm not being sarcastic. That's sweet of him. He's a sweet dude.
I just feel like you ain't right.
Well, I didn't say. I said it was a sweet.
Put it this way.
It was sweet that he needs affirmation. That's cool.
I think that makes him feel good.
It definitely shows that we are all cut from different cloths.
Some guys.
His is silk. Mine is denim. Leather. Uncured leather.
We got wool cloth. Like Jesus. Hair made of wool.
Burlap. My cloth itches, scratches you. I'll give her, she looks pretty. Don't tell me I'm pretty. I'm sorry.
We're moving on to the next scene. Next scene, Henry and Christina are at their home, and they begin to get in an argument, and Christina shows exactly how impatient she is.
I think you're just impatient. That's all I think. I think
there's nothing wrong with you.
I think that you would be impatient no matter what.
Have you ever been impatient throughout this entire process?
I've been frustrated. I am aware that part of the process of what we signed up to do entails doing things that, like, I don't really care to do, which is stand in front of a camera, do interviews, and do all that. But have I ever been impatient? No. Like, I don't sit there and, like, give them attitude for it. Not at all. Never. So, impatient.
Why don't you look at me in the eyes?
Because I asked Dr. Pepper, I have, like, eye contact issues. Like, that's another thing I have to work on.
Impatient or not, this is the most emotion Henry showed the whole show, or the most they've showed him show.
Yeah.
The whole show.
And the most he's talked, really.
Yeah. And she, I don't know, you call her impatient a bit. I would have been like the first, because I'm looking at it from a man's point of view.
Okay.
You're not even talking to me, so you know they're not doing nothing physically. And I'm not saying that the relationship's all about physical stuff.
Right.
But had physical stuff not been going on, I would have been impatient.
Yeah.
She's not even getting
a hug,
a handshake, intimate talking. Like, they not even sexting, nothing.
Right.
Nothing.
Right.
So she's not impatient. She's been patient as hell. It's been 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Talk to me. Look me in the eyes.
Or even cuddle me a little bit or something. Even if
cuddle?
I do.
All right.
The next scenes, the husbands and wives meet up for lunch. It's kind of like a guys only lunch and a girls only lunch. And they meet up and start talking about what's going on in their marriage.
My conversation about money, the conversation was more or less just like, you support yourself? Yeah. You support yourself? Yeah. Great. Good. All right.
Bennett is interesting. It seems like he is taking it lightly.
It's a really nice place. I can't afford that. We're gonna have to go to like the 2-star and 3-star hotel. We can't go to the 5-star hotel, and that's what she's used to. So
We'll see. You can't expect for somebody to say, I'm going to go from all these 5-star accommodations to 1-star accommodations. It's never going to happen. It's always going to be an issue. And she's not going to care that you cannot afford it. She's going to pay for it. So it's just a matter of you understanding that you have to compromise. Your wife makes more.
He is just taking this finances stuff a little bit too serious. And even when Bennett is just trying to make a joke about it, he's just like, well, I guess, you know, he's lighthearted about it, but, you know.
Yeah.
It's just like, just calm down a little bit. I did like what Woody said. That's just me. I like the fact that he's like, you can't expect your wife to go from these 5-star hotels to 2 to 1-star hotels.
I absolutely can.
What? I don't agree with that. Like, I agree with what Woody said.
You only agree with it because I was able to keep your lifestyle the way you wanted to. If you fall in love with someone and they're broke,
I mean, okay,
and
so
you don't got money, and you love them, then you gonna be broke with them.
Let me rephrase it then.
No, you can't rephrase it. You already said what you said.
No, I can't.
I said what I said. And she meant it. The fact is, do you want that to be the situation?
That's what I was trying to say.
But that ain't what you said.
Okay, fine.
That ain't
fine,
what
fine.
Woody said.
Fine.
So do you want that to be the situation? No, we always want to have everything nice and want this and want that.
Yeah.
But to say that can't happen, then you don't love that person.
Okay, facts. And I won't fight it.
You love me, you gonna be broke with me and be rich with me. Cause right now you looking unfamiliar from what you said. I ain't going back to be broke.
The next scene shows Brett and Olivia at their home sitting down, working on her budget. And she begins to see the light at the end of the tunnel, that she can cut back in some areas and have more money for her entertainment funds, like Brett was trying to tell her all along.
Then my alarm system, and that's $44.99.
Every month?
I'm a single gal who lives in a neighborhood that apparently gets robbed.
So we just get you a dog then.
If I went out to eat once less a month, you know, I could pay an extra, $100 to my principal every month if I own a house, or like, meal prepping at home instead of eating out, I save $350 a month.
Yeah, my out to eat budget can turn into like entertainment fund budget for us. Because clearly I won't have to go out to eat as much because I have you to cook for me.
That's what I'm here for.
I mean, I don't know. I just think that when you're merging two finances together, it can be a touchy topic, but I feel like she was kind of like...
I already wrote her off.
Yeah, I don't really like the way she went about it and saying that he's going to kibosh everything that she wants to do because he doesn't have the money to do it. That's not fair to say. Like in the last episode, she said that.
He's living his life just fine. He owns property. You don't, sweetheart. And so just because you make more money, don't mean you make sense with money.
And his net worth is more than hers because he has more assets than
property.
She has. Yeah. So,
she ain't got nothing but bills.
She can definitely take a lesson or two from Brett, for sure. Well, anyways, let's move on to the next scene. The next few scenes show the couples having housewarming parties. Each couple has a housewarming party, and the experts are using this as a test to show how the spouses can relate in social settings. So the first couple to come up and have a housewarming party is Woody and Amani, and they play a game called Never Have I Ever.
Okay, so we're gonna play Never Have I Ever.
House rules. 5 fingers me and Amani have. Y'all can ask whatever question y'all want.
Never have I ever been skinny dipping.
Never have I ever kissed a girl.
Never have I ever
I don't like this.
She like a dead natural.
taken a shower with the opposite sex.
Never have I ever ghosted someone after having sex with them.
Never have I ever had a one-night stand.
Never have I ever lived.
To what?
Yours. 4 fingers? one thing.
Listen, I live a very safe life.
And it was when you showered with me. That don't even count. Oh.
I live a very safe life. Unlike you, we got some things to talk about when we get off this channel here. Final scenes of episode 8. They show Henry and Christina are sitting down for dinner, and there's the awkward silence that begins, and she begins to just lose it.
I'm with her.
Is there a list of questions that I can just have so we can go back and forth? Because no, I don't have a list of questions. Because it's too difficult right now. It just feels ingenuine. The bad guy, I always have to be the initiator. I always have to be the one, because it's just giving me nothing. Do you have something
that you don't know about her?
Yeah. Offhand?
I have to think about it. I think it's best I just walk away for a few minutes and give each other some space.
Clearly. That's fine.
I just feel like Henry could talk a little bit more, like give her something to piggyback off of.
Anything.
He gives really no energy, and
Nothing.
I really vibe off of people's energy, and I feel like she kind of does too. Like she looks like she would be engaging to him if he gave her something to work with,
Yeah.
but he's just sitting there like, yeah.
I tried to share a story with you.
Yeah, well, I mean, who wants that? Like, open your mouth and speak. You know what I mean? Like, say something, like anything for the life of me. So much so that she's exposed the producers for giving them questions to talk about. She's like, just give me a list of questions, something to help me out.
I need help. Yeah.
It's like, I can't take this no more.
How long can you talk to nobody?
Yourself. You can't continue to talk to yourself.
It doesn't work that way. Well,
yeah.
You probably could, but
if it was, shut up. I mean, I feel like at the end of the 8 weeks, when they ask her, does she want to stay married or divorced? I feel like she's going to say she wants a divorce.
Yeah.
For episode 8, what do you guys think about this episode? Drop your comments in the comment section below. We love hearing from you guys. We love talking back and forth about each episode. And I love the fact that we could even agree to disagree in the comment section. Check out our comment section on these posts, on these videos, because we're not always seeing eye to eye. Everybody sees and receives the episodes differently, and I love that because I get to see a different perspective from everybody.
I'm gonna catch it this week.
Yeah, I know you are.
I'm gonna catch it this week.
So drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button to support our channel. We will see you in the next episode. I feel like if some people's patience are running real thin, y'all. Real thin.
Yeah.
So stay tuned. Thanks for watching, you guys. Bye.